That's Nightly News. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
NBC News, streaming free now.
Winner, Pollo Loco dinner.
America's obsessed with Lopez versus Lopez. Finally, something good to watch on Fridays.
You think I can't tell when somebody's faking it? I learned a lot being married to your mom.
New Lopez versus Lopez.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Dan, Jessica, and Jeff bring you the news and weather from where you live weeknights.
Straight ahead, a new memorial is on display near Wausau. We'll explain how it's paying tribute to those who sacrificed for our freedom.
Plus, a local hotel is unveiling a new look. We'll have a glimpse inside the Carter Casino renovations.
And deer car crashes are on the rise during mating season. We'll have the details on how to stay safe as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, and Conrad Sipinski.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Jessica Jukic.
And I'm Dan Hagan. Good evening and welcome. Excuse me, we have our weather situation right now. We are expecting a lot of snow, maybe not that much snow, but we want to throw it over to our weather center with Conrad Sipinski. Conrad?
Yes, first off, happy Veterans Day. I want to wish Veterans Day to all everyone serving and for everybody that has served. Salute to you folks. But now let's get into weather. Temperatures have really cooled off since yesterday. I know I was walking around with my short sleeve shirts. Not today, folks. Bundle up as that feels like temperature is only in the 20s as our highs are hovering around 28 degrees right now, 30 in Tomahawk, and then a couple of lower 30s by Wausau. But overall, we are all cold. Even Iron Mountain is into some well below average temperatures for this time of year, but that wind's making it feel extra cold. Put on an extra layer or two. Our morning high was around 41 degrees, but that is a long gone, folks, as that cold front continued to push from the west all the way across the states, and now it is pretty much hovering in the northeast, and it will continue to push its way all across the country. We did have some rain yesterday and the day before that. Most of that is long gone, but now for us, that rain is transitioning into a little bit of snow. Some lake effect snow is starting to form right now, but it's still very light. But it will continue to ramp up overnight as temperatures continue to plummet into those low to mid-20s. Dan and Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in Bemidji, Minnesota. The area is cleaning up after its first snowfall of the season. Bemidji had nearly 3 inches of snowfall last night into this morning. The city started plowing the streets at 3 a.m. Parts of northern Minnesota had up to 11 inches of snowfall.
We're getting a look at the aftermath of Hurricane Nicole. The storm is blamed for at least 5 deaths as it now moves throughout the southeast and mid-Atlantic. Tornado watches are issued for millions extending from the Carolinas into Virginia. Homes are seen teetering, and some seawalls that started washing away during Hurricane Ian gave way during Nicole. About 50 beachfront buildings, including 24 condos and hotels, are now deemed unsafe in the Daytona Beach area.
As we head into the holiday season, more people are now updating their COVID vaccines. A record number of updated COVID boosters were administered last week, amounting to at least 5 million doses. That's the highest number of vaccines administered since January. The updated boosters were released in September and have had a slow uptake overall. Less than 1 in 10 people in the U.S. have about 31 million in all have gotten an updated booster. 1 in 5 people still haven't been vaccinated against COVID at all. The Biden administration's now ramping up its outreach ahead of Thanksgiving, pushing people to get vaccinated now so they're protected before the holiday.
As Russian troops flee, new damage has been inflicted on a critical dam in the Kherson region of Ukraine in the last 24 hours. That's according to satellite images from Maxar Technologies. Water is flowing out of the 3 gates at the dam where a major hydroelectric project is situated. It's unclear how the latest damage was caused. Today, Ukrainian forces swept into the city of Kherson as Russian troops retreated to the east, delivering a major victory for Ukraine. This marks one of the biggest setbacks for President Putin since the invasion began.
3 days after Election Day, Americans are still waiting to learn which party will control the House and Senate next year. More than 24 House races have not yet been called, many of those in California. Republicans have a better chance of winning that chamber, but it will likely be by only a few seats. The Senate's leaning the other way, with Arizona and Nevada up in the air, but favoring Democrats. Democrats need to win both or win one, and the Georgia runoff to keep control of that chamber.
President Joe Biden announced that starting today, all U.S. veterans and Gold Star families can obtain a free lifetime pass to national parks. The pass includes more than 2,000 federal recreation sites spread out across more than 400 million acres of public lands. Each lifetime pass covers entrance fees for a driver and all passengers in a personal vehicle.
Construction at the Obama Presidential Center in Chicago was suspended after a noose was discovered at the site on Thursday. Lakeside Alliance, a joint venture of construction companies working on that center, said in a statement it reported the incident to police and have, quote, zero tolerance for any form of bias or hate on its work site. The Chicago Police Department says it's investigating the matter. The Obama Foundation released a statement writing, quote, this shameless act of cowardice and hate is designed to get attention and divide us all. In December of last year, the Potawatomi Carter Hotel Casino near Wabeno suffered a catastrophic flood due to a sprinkler system malfunction.
This forced an entire hotel wing to be completely renovated, but it's now back. After months of work, today the hotel is now open to the public once again. Today, the tribal community held a ribbon-cutting ceremony to mark the occasion. Ned Daniels Jr., the Forest County Potawatomi chairman, says the grand reopening is a significant chapter in the facility's 30-year history.
At the end of last year, our hotel was hit with a challenging situation, but through the community and tribal peoples and casino leaders' support, we are here today to celebrate.
The freshly renovated hotel has a capacity of 98 rooms featuring Native American artwork throughout. None of the hotel's employees were laid off during the time of the renovation. A tradition is back at a local school district.
Coming up after the break, we'll explain how they're honoring veterans. That's after weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
You can get any phone you want.
Any one I want?
Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all. At U.S. Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers, plus $100 to spend on accessories.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor. Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it,
Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 loyalty cash and unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash.
Save today with 11% off everything at Menards. Give your bathroom a fresh update with Delta. Their bathtubs and showers are built for style, design, and durability. All Delta tubs and showers are 11% off. Save big on adhesives from Loctite. They have the strongest and most durable construction adhesives that you can buy. Use it anywhere and get your projects done. Right now, all Loctite adhesives are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's Friday. The weekend is right around the corner, but temperatures aren't in our favor. They're going to be very cold, well below average, close to 15 to 20 degrees below our average. So put on extra layers for folks for our weekend. Temperatures outside right now hovering around 28 degrees. Couple of lower 30s outside, closer to Tomahawk. Same thing just down south by Wausau. But overall, everybody is below freezing for our temperatures today, and temperatures will continue to drop. Compared to yesterday, I was driving around, my windows rolled down at this time yesterday. That's how warm it was, close to 35 to 40 degrees warmer than what is happening right now. And it feels much colder than that, as that wind is really creating a feels-like temperature in the teens. So it is feeling cold outside. Put on your mitts, your gloves, and your hats, as we will definitely need that the next week to even 2 weeks, folks. The wind is pretty much blowing from the north, so that's what's creating a little bit of lake effect snow closer to Superior. Same thing just north of Manitowish waters, but all that is blowing from the north. So that's bringing in all those Canadian cold temperatures, single digits even in North Dakota right now. Wind gusts closer to 25 miles an hour, and that's going to continue into tomorrow. So another colder day tomorrow, and then Sunday, feeling a little bit better, as those winds will be a little bit on the breezy end, still blowing at a 5 to 10 mile per hour wind speed, but way lower than what we're having outside right now. That rain we had the last couple of days, long gone, folks. Take a look at that. Really developed in the Northeast. They're going to get hammered with 2+ inches of rain. So it is going to be a big rainmaker for the weekend in the Northeast. For us, though, not looking too bad. A couple of rain showers transitioning to snow now, as temperatures have cooled off, and that lake effect snow is starting to get ramped up right now. A couple of spots have some lighter snow showers right now. Not too much to worry about at the moment, but overnight tonight into tomorrow, that's when that snow is going to really start to develop, and then continue throughout the day on Saturday, and then really start to taper off in the first half of the day on Sunday. So on Sunday, it looks pretty good. We'll have maybe a couple of peaks of sunshine as well on Sunday, but before that, expect a little bit of snow. We're thinking maybe a dusting, half an inch of snow here in Rhinelander, and the more north you go, the more snow you're going to get. By the UP and just north and west of Manitowish waters, expect 2, 3, 4, 5, 6+ inches of snow. Also, wherever those lake effect snow bands really start to situate. Tonight, though, bundle up. Temperatures will be hovering in those low to mid-20s. Couple of flurries outside as well. Tomorrow, not much improvement. Upper 20s, couple of scattered snow showers in the area. Will also be windy, so bundle up out there. As our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress doesn't show much relief, folks. 20s and 30s all through this weekend, and same thing into beginning of next week. Dan and Jessica?
Thanks, Conrad. Students, staff, and parents gathered at James Williams Middle School in Rhinelander today to honor veterans.
The ceremony returned to the school gymnasium for the first time in 3 years. Last year, the ceremony was in the Hodag Dome. Superintendent Eric Burke was thrilled to bring the ceremony back home.
This is the 52nd year of the Veterans Day Assembly, so it's got a great tradition, but it's nice to be able to do it back in the school, in the gym.
U.S. Navy veteran and Rhinelander High School alum Brian Bennett was the speaker at today's ceremony. He says that while veterans appreciate the thank yous, asking more in-depth questions about their service is more meaningful.
Don't make it reflexive. You know, hey, I'm a veteran. Cool. And what was that like? What did you do? What was your weird job? And everyone's got a story about their weird job.
Today's ceremony lasted for almost an hour. Veterans Day used to be called Armistice Day in honor of World War I veterans. It was changed to Veterans Day in 1954.
Willow Springs Gardens near Wausau is famous for its round barn.
But today, another reason for stopping by was added to the grounds, a new sanctuary for veterans. Our reporter Matt Weaver has more from today's dedication. Matt?
That's right, Jessica. And it's been an idea years in the making, and the passing of a man whose idea it was did not stop the vision from coming to life.
It's originally set up to preserve history and create traditions.
Sitting atop the hills north of Wausau is an oasis for those who've served.
We wanted to create a space that didn't just recognize veterans one day a year, but every day 365. Veterans can come here and find a place of solace among the flags.
On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of the year, Willow Springs Garden dedicated a tribute to veterans.
We believe that veterans are solely responsible for our freedom. Without veterans, we wouldn't have our nation as it stands.
It started as an idea by the late Dennis Griffin.
Dennis saw that rock at a local quarry and said that would be a perfect fountain, and the Veterans Garden is where it should go. So really that triangle-shaped fountain rock is the centerpiece.
Before his passing in the fall of 2021, he shared his idea with the Marlin VFW Post 10203.
I basically sat down with Dennis. I said, okay, so what is your vision?
With their help, he was able to make this dream a reality.
He said he wanted some place for veterans and others to feel the reverence that is due to the veterans. He wanted the sound of the flags waving, the sound of the water trickling over the rocks. He wanted that to feel tranquil and peaceful.
The holiday dedication was an opportunity for locals to shake the hands of those who've protected their freedom.
Oh, that's powerful. That is powerful, especially when young children come up and say thank you for your service. It means a lot to all of us.
Guys, a touching tribute to those who have served and are serving in our country.
That's a beautiful memorial and a great way to honor all the veterans. Thank you, Matt. The DNR is warning of a danger on roadways.
Coming up after the break, we'll explain why there are more deer out and about right now. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lockview Desert Health Center, Eagle River and Waters Meet.
Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio has designed beautiful and functional kitchens and baths in the Northwoods. When helping plan your dream kitchen or bath with in-home consultation available, they provide 3D drawings of your spaces to bring your visions to life. Owner and designer Sarah has over 25 years of experience, overseen 500 plus projects, and built strong relationships with local contractors providing superior installation. Whether it's a new home or a remodel, Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio in Eagle River looks forward to making your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
Sue right, Jake middle, me on the left.
Yeah, I knew I'd win.
Are you saying
What's
something?
really happening over there?
I think you're on mute.
There's no substitute for real gaming fun. Go where fun lives. Old Chum Gaming Wittenberg.
Waiting for the right time to replace your old drafty windows? Well, your wait is over because Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday event is going on now with unprecedented savings on our custom-built replacement windows. Our replacement windows are made with an exclusive 5Rex composite material that's vastly superior to vinyl. They won't warp or bow and never need painting. Each window is custom-built in the USA, installed with precision and care by our certified master installers. And both our windows and our installation are backed by the nation's best warranty. Don't waste your money on poor quality vinyl windows. This unbelievable Black Friday event makes Renewal by Anderson replacement windows more affordable than ever before. Don't delay a minute longer. Our Black Friday event only comes around once a year. This limited time offer and very special financing is the best reason to buy now. Installation is always included. Call now and schedule your free design consultation. Call Renewal by Anderson today.
It's the Bobby Bones Show. Come hang. You are going to hear the biggest stars in country music.
This is the room they all want to get into.
I was starstruck.
It's just a lot of fun every single morning.
Totally agree.
Yes! The biggest stars, the best music, and the most fun. Listen to the Bobby Bones Show weekday mornings on Continuous Hit Country, Coyote 93.7.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
You may see more deer roaming around the area right now. That's due to it being deer mating season, also called the rut. Due to the increase in amount of deer out and about, it causes major concerns for drivers. According to the Wisconsin DOT, over 19,000 deer are killed annually by vehicles on Wisconsin roadways. DNR Area Wildlife Supervisor Michelle Woodford says you're more likely to see deer during certain times of the day.
Deer are most active usually when it's hardest to see when you're out driving. So early in the morning or late at night, those dusk and dawn windows is when deer are going to be moving around.
If you hit a deer, be sure to call 911. Filing a police report can also help with the claims process for any property damage or injuries.
We'll be back with one final check of the weather, but first, here's today's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Okay, this guy's getting set up for ice fishing, and he starts to drill first hole in the ice, and he hears what sounds like the voice of God say, "There are no fish down there." He thinks to himself, well, that's pretty impressive. You know what? I'm going to listen. So he moves 20 feet over, starts drilling another hole, and sure enough, again, he hears, "There are no fish down there." Well, finally, the guy's really confused, and he's like, "God, why do you care if I even catch fish?" And the voice comes back and says, "This isn't God. This is the ice rink manager. You're drilling into an ice..." You know what? Never mind. Let's start this week's Big Old Fish with Dawson. He caught this 19-inch smallmouth while fishing for crappies using a small jig and a gulp minnow. Well, there's no two ways to cut it. 19 inches, smallmouth? Yeah, that's a big old fish, Dawson. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Randy Holmes. Now, he didn't really give any information other than this is a 23-inch big old largemouth bass. Well, I'll tell you what, Randy, I cannot dispute that in any fashion. That is a big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. And finally on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 15-year-old Shane Hogue, who caught this gorgeous 22-inch largemouth off a dock on a private lake in the Eagle River area this past July. Well, 22 inches, largemouth. I think you know what I'm going to say. That is one big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Northern Taxidermy fish meal is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Check out the tribute to the King, Elvis. Free show starring award-winning Elvis tribute artist Dakota Pongratz. Saturday, November 19th, 8 to midnight. Mole Lake Casino and Lodge, where everyone is treated like a king.
At Len's Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Len's Truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Len's Truck. You have dreams. To visit your grandkids, to start a small business, to spend time on the lake. The cost of a good healthcare plan should support those dreams, whatever they may be. They're your dreams. We're just here to help you live them. Aspirus Health Plan, a great plan for your best life.
Come see the fresh changes Woodland Creek Furniture has made to its showrooms. There's an ever-changing selection of unique furniture, much of which is made at Woodland Creek's own facility right here in northern Michigan. Did you know we build custom dining tables, vanities, beds, consoles, and more? New nature-inspired accessories are arriving daily, from lighting and lamps to wall art and rugs. You are bound to find that special accent for your home or office. See hundreds of exclusive designs available only at Woodland Creek in Minocqua.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. We got freedom. We got power. We got future. So let's drive on and make the future we want to see together. Because your new Ford vehicle is just the start of a journey. So stop by your Ford dealer today and claim one of the thousands of new Ford trucks and SUVs on their way. We've been building this country for 119 years, but we're just getting started.
At Mole Lake Casino and Lodge, you'll experience gaming like a king.
Thank you very much.
Start earning entries now to the 9 days of deer season for your chance to win a hunting rifle. Mole Lake Casino and Lodge, where everyone games like a king.
For Veterans Day today, I will be talking about two of my heroes, my two grandfathers, Clarence Hagen and Lauren Holford. This is Lauren Holford. They both served during World War II. Lauren served stateside. This included working in the Pentagon as a ghostwriter for higher-ups, sending letters to families whose family members were killed or missing in action. Then my grandfather, Clarence, served on USS Salt Lake City as a lieutenant gunnery officer. He was involved in famous Pacific Ocean battles like Iwo Jima. One day, here's an anecdote. When he was leaving Pearl Harbor on the Salt Lake City, he noticed his brother Lester on another ship, and they were able to wave to each other. So I'm feeling extremely grateful for those two today. I know, Conrad, you're in the National Guard, but do either of you have family members who served?
My uncle, Paul.
Very cool.
He earned the Purple Heart.
Nice. Yeah, I actually had my grandpa in World War II, but that was back in the days for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, temperatures are cold outside, guys, so bundle up the next weekend, and same thing into next week. It's going to get cold.
Happy Veterans Day, everybody.
Yes.
Have a good night.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers and Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio.
When I was a kid, I remember my dad taking us to this little country store. If we were good, he'd let us pick out 25 cents worth of penny candy. And when I say penny candy, I actually mean that every piece of candy was 1 penny. After filling up our bags, we headed over to the cash register. Next to it was a tray of